I think the French market is interesting, but there are challenges with this structure. So I think I probably wouldn't go there next unless I could plan to build an entire building and have an institution invest in it. I think Spain looks very interesting. Germany looks very interesting. The Nordics, I think, are extremely interesting. Largely untapped demand in the Nordics at the moment. So I'd probably be going up to Helsinki or somewhere like that and having a really good look around, because not everybody else has got up there yet. So I think that would be my tip, would be the Nordics. But Germany is, the yields are relatively keen in Germany, so you're competing with a number of parties trying to get in there. Spain, I still think, actually is, there's a lot of change in the product to happen, probably. So that if you get the right product, build something new that will perhaps break the mold a little, I think that could be quite exciting in Spain. Portugal, I keep hearing good things about Lisbon market. Italy is changing from sort of going to the local university to traveling a bit more, and some fabulous university cities in Florence and the like. So, to be honest, there's so many opportunities in Europe, it's ridiculous. But is there where can you get a reward for pioneering? I think I'd be asking that of myself, because you're going to be taking risks in some markets.
Okay, good. Kristof.
Well, I think about it from a growth perspective, from a scalability perspective. Well, I'm not an expert on the German market, but it feels like the German market, from what I hear, has very similar characteristics of what the UK market is offering. Given it's the second largest and it's growing at a similar pace that what the UK has done many years ago. So it feels like the German market would be the one that I would think, is sizable enough and mature enough to sort of bring a listed vehicle at some stage to the markets, and equity market investors understanding the dynamics and understanding what the what the attractiveness and the compelling returns are about.
Great, thank you. Thomas.
I can only talk about markets where we are active. So I'm very positive for Germany, especially in terms of economy of scale, because in Germany we have, in my eyes, more than 30 or 35 cities which are interesting for student homes. So this is the opportunity to get a certain size, to have this economy of scale. In other countries we have only, for example, in Austria, only 2 or 3 interesting cities, and also in Spain I would say it's Madrid and Barcelona, and then a long time nothing. So Germany is a very interesting market for sure, and Spain is interesting because when you see the competition at the moment, it's I think I would say Spain is even 2 or 3 years behind Germany. So when you see the quality of the supply at the moment, so that's also really interesting.
Okay, good, thanks. Baudouin.
Tough question. Actually, I know especially French market, so I would say I would go on the French market, mainly in Paris. But still, when I hear what's saying here, I think you have maybe two scenarios. You want to go fast. You want to create a first European base of student housing, a big one. You go to the UK right now and you try to buy portfolio and to increase very, very fast your base. But then the German market looks like as well like the UK several years ago, and maybe we can enter the, not Gécina, but this market could be interested to be entered and to have a vision like what is the UK right now, and maybe in 10, you said 10 years, I don't know, but it could be interesting to enter this market. Yeah.
Good, Stephen.
I think the UK is the easiest market to build up skill and to buy existing product. From a size perspective, Germany theoretical is very interesting, so we would like to become active there as well. But we are now studying it a little bit, and if you look at the potential, where do you find opportunities to invest or to develop, and what are then also the yields that come with those products, I think it's quite challenging actually. So although high level demand, everything is there, to make it all work, it's not that easy as it seems. We are already present in the Netherlands, and there I think it's easier than Germany, because you can find spots where you can really do sizable projects in good locations where the yields are also higher, better than in Germany. But the Netherlands market is smaller in the end.
For us, it's definitely Germany, and that's not because of growth of rents or growth of value. It's mostly about the non-volatility of the student sector in Germany. We have, as I said, no volatility. We have since 40 years in the residential sector, we have growth, slow growth, but we have growth. And that's for us very important also for our investors to be away from the volatility of a stock market, for example.
Okay, good. There's more competition by the sounds of it coming to Germany, Rainer.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, I also believe in the fundamentals of the German market. But in addition to that, we are looking into the Nordics, which are highly interesting. And I think then as a next step, with a more pioneering element into cities like Warsaw, Prague, Budapest.